Coming up today, problem with the combine auger. Spray is back out and my car gets a complete makeover. Just emptied some tools out of my car. It's Chris. Hello. He's going to clean it because he was horrified when he saw it the other day when he came to the maze. Anyway, I've just realised this is Jeremy Clarkson's wheat off his car park. Still in the car, so I'm going to lift that out because I don't want that binning or hoovered up. So we'll see how clean it is in a bit. I think it's clean because it's rained, to be fair. Like, yeah, Chris has a detailing business, is it? Well, like car cleaning, but like better. And he came to the maze last week with Stephen Dewey. We had the drone, and he's like, I need to clean your car. It's terrible. So he's going to go and clean it for me now, and hopefully I'll have it back this afternoon, so we'll see what it looks like. Just at the maze, and the mega structure is still up. It's not blown away. Has a little bit of a blow to it, but it's fine. Fast track looking pretty. Just waiting by the fence. Adam's bringing a bale up because we're just going to block a path off so that people know exactly which direction to go. But look at them, stunning, completely in flower now. 4 days as well till day 500. Just keep your ideas coming in what we want to do for day 500. Lots of people are saying that we need to do more. I need to introduce the staff more, so we'll have to see if they're up for it. It's also as well Kerry McCormack's birthday today, so happy birthday to you. Adam was bringing an extra long bale and it's just decided to disintegrate on the path. Oh. He's just squashed it back to shape. Let's see if it'll still pick it up now. It's one that was in the baler, for some reason it come out like 12 foot long. It's made it, but is it going to fit through that gap? Hopefully you can hook it round. Let's just go in there, you see some people know where to walk. Well, he's done that, but how does he get in? Get it in like that, back the Merlot and then try and carry it down there, hopefully. Bit of a nuisance, we could have lifted it over the hedge, but the tree branches are in the way. This would have been a better job for the mini Merlot. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, we definitely messed up with this. Them are tight, but that sail's still a bit slack, so I think we need to take that post out and move it a metre over, but obviously we can't do that while there's people here, so it's a job for last thing at night or first thing in the morning. Just putting some dog agility equipment ready for the dog field at Cullington. Look at that. I do think though that seesaw on the top would make it more challenging. Let's have a look at what that looks like. There we go. While Adam's 250R is being fixed for the head gasket, he's polishing his 7530. Looks like he's doing it with WD-40. I'm in a field of oilseed rape now. It's one that we basically had pigeons. Well, every one of them nearly had pigeons. The far end was eaten a bit more by pigeons than this end. So it's got a little bit of like green patches and it's not ripening evenly. So we're going to spray it now with glyphosate and we're also going to spray it with pod stick. So pod stick is basically glue. It's like really light concentration of glue and it'll keep the pods shut. So if we get torrential rain, wind or hailstone, probably not so much hailstone, it will still knock it out, but wind and rain, it will hopefully keep the pods closed so the pods don't open and shatter and the oilseed rape falls on the floor before we combine it. So hopefully it should be protected for a couple of weeks until we get it combined, and also it'll now ripen nice and easily because it'll have been sprayed off as well with glyphosate. Just stop for a quick example of how unleaven it is ripening. So that pod's pretty green, got green sort of oilseed rape seed inside, and this one's all crispy and they're all black inside that as well. So I'm just trying to even that up so they don't all look green and they all look a little bit more like that one. But by the time them green ones look like that, they might have split open in the wind. So that's what the pod stick will do, is hopefully stop that happening. Remember me saying it needs to be the colour of a hare's back? Well, it pretty much is now. Just feel a little bit of green weed there, but like I say, the glyphosate will kill all that. know if you can see, but there's a couple of strips here that were missed and patched up with the drill. That's why they're a bit greener. And then this tram line, I don't know what happened here, but it didn't really work. But if you can see, it's grey and white at the far end where that house is. That's where the sprayer has knocked it out as it's gone through. Here's a better example of it there. So in the middle of the tram line there, the sprayer's knocked the top pods off. So the pods are kind of see-through, but when they've got seeds inside, you can't see through them. But as soon as they split open, the seeds fall out, you can. And that's when you end up this white colour. So it's really annoying. So that's why we always try and have the widest sprayer possible, so that we do least damage in oilseed rapeseed crops. That is also a reason as well why sprayers are always really high and have tall wheels, so that they can straddle the crop without knocking it flat and doing damage like that. Adam's a good lad, he's got the combine out for me. We're going to go and cut a bit more wheat. It is wet, but we've run out of stuff to dry, so we may as well keep the combine moving and try and munch a bit more off. This is why we're coming combining, even though it's not ready. Look at them pigeons. Everywhere. So look at that there, the pigeons have basically walked in, flattened all that barley there, and started munching it. Everywhere. The horn on this is pathetic to the side of it. Look at the way that feeds, absolutely perfect. Adam's on it today. I'm going to go back spraying. We're only going to cut a little bit just to fill the dryer, just to keep it going. Just a little bit less, and it'll keep the pigeons off as well while we're working on here. Someone was shooting on here this morning, but it was making a bit of noise by the sunflowers. The sunflowers are only behind us there, and I don't want to upset people walking around the sunflowers. For some reason this is catching that and not meshing properly. I think this has wobbled round on its way home the other day, and now it's not meeting up, so I need to turn this half a turn by hand like that, and hopefully when it closes now it should locate now onto that. So we'll try that using the fence as a cherry picker. See if that works now. There we go, that's worked now. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it was obviously quite a long journey home the other night, and the auger like wobbled out of sync. The flights weren't lined up and it was jamming. Anyway, we've realigned it now. Hopefully it should empty. There we go. Perfect controlled traffic as well. Trailer now running on the tram line. Combine over there. A little bit missed there though. Where Adam was messing with the auger, trying to work out why it wouldn't come out. Some row of straw that. Absolutely threshed, perfect as well. Even still got the flag leaves on the corn. This guy's got a proper camera all the way from Cleveland. Cleveland, yeah. Cleveland's. Cleveland's. This is where the pigeons have battered it flat and thrashed it out. There's nothing left. All around the edges of the field. Having Fred gets hooked up. Got her here wondering what to do. Stood watching us. Oh, it's gone back in the crop. And it's going to pop back out to the side by the looks of this. Now it's still hiding in the crop. When we get to it, I reckon it'll run out. Oh, he's going to jump the rope. Oh, it's fell into it. Stuck in the it's still on the top, isn't it? There we go. It's off. It's off. That bit that I'm twist. It's hiding that. Sunshade's being used. Looks like the damage fairy's backed over a bucket of grease. Wonder who that was. Back out spraying, and this one's a little riper. As you can see though, where I've gone through, there's little white bits that it's knocked it out. That's one of the reasons for putting the pod stick on. So I'll just go down this tram line now. You can hardly see it, it's kind of like stitched over it, where it's pushed out after the last time the sprayer went through. There's a couple of fields that I've been doing and they're quite even, the ripening, so I'm just putting the pod stick on in case it's a while before we can get to them and we get any high winds and stuff like that, so we'll protect them, because we've got to have a bit of an interval from when we spray a herbicide on to when we can harvest it. But the pod stick, it doesn't matter, so we're just putting that on now, and then if it dries up next week we might even get into this one. A few dock leaves in this though, which is a bit strange. I'm not going to get that in oilseed rape. GPS has just thrown a wobbler and turned off, and it often does in this field. I don't know why. Everyone must get fields like that where GPS can just lose signal. Anyway, I'm going to leave the bit it's missed. I know where it went off and I know which bit it missed, because I'll see when I come back to harvest it whether I can see any difference, and we'll know whether the pod stick really works. I remember a few years ago going combining for someone and they'd got stuck spraying an oilseed rape off with pod stick, and you could see to the line where they'd not done, but that was, I don't know, 10 years ago now. So it'd be interesting to do it on my own sort of experiment as well. So we'll see if that square behind me there, when I come to harvest it, whether you can see any difference of anything that's shed. Cutting through a field of beans to get to the other field of oilseed rape, and they don't look too bad, to be honest. A little bit short on the corner there, but the rest of it look pretty good. I forgot to say, someone was watching the other day, and in work, they work on a gatehouse, so they obviously weren't very busy, and he managed to watch 40 videos in one day, and then 64 over 24 hours. I think that's actually a record for someone to watch all these videos. Is anyone ever beaten that, or what's the most you've ever watched in a day? Is it just one or two, or have you actually tried to binge watch and catch up on the back ones? Let me know anyway in the comments. Back from spraying, and my car is back after being cleaned and detailed by, is it SKUNKWORKS, whatever he calls it, and he's even managed to get all the scratches out the black bit from where I go up and down hedges. The tyre mark off the side there where I drove over some fly tipping, trying to catch some fly tippers a few months ago. And then even inside now, it doesn't look like I've been breeding dogs in it. It's like really shiny. Ooh. Oh look. Contribution to the sunflower maize charity as well. Thank you, Chris. Oh, it's bleeping at me, but no, it looks amazing. I'll flick the camera. It doesn't look like the same car, it's like proper shiny. And I remember all this black bit here, had like every tree I'd driven past and hedge you could see. It's gone. Mint. Loads of people say, why don't I have a pickup? Well, I like cars, and if I had a pickup and a car, it costs more than just having one of them and using it as a workhorse, which is what I do, which is a bit of a shame, but at least you can get it clean and it comes back up like that. That's all for today. Can't wait to turn the calendar over for tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Don't forget, if you're new, tell me where you're watching from. You can watch another video over there, you can subscribe over here, and let's see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully some dry weather.